landforms project in Google Earth. We have 3 plate boundaries, right? Convergent, divergent, transform. You're going to be picking one landform and a specific landform on Earth. So, for instance, say Josh, you pick mountains for your convergent one. You're going to not only just pick mountains in general, you're going to pick a specific mountain range, okay? So like the Himalayas or the Atlas Mountains or the Appalachian Mountains, right? You're going to pick one of those. And you're going to do that for each one of the different plate boundaries. So you pick one for transform, which really for transform, what's that landform going to be? A fault line, right? It's going to be some sort of fault, but there's plenty of faults to choose from, right? I have my own faults. Earth has its own faults, right? We all have our own faults, okay? So for transform, it's going to be a fault line. For divergent, you might choose any number of things, right? Maybe some sort of ocean ridge or mid-ocean ridge or Rift Valley, and there's a few others actually. I'd be very interested to see if you guys figured that out, because we didn't go over that part in class. But and instead of before when we used Google Earth, you guys were taking screenshots off of Google Earth and putting them into a PowerPoint or a Word document, right? In this, you are going to do your slides within Google Earth, okay? Everything's going to be contained within Google Earth, and I will show you guys. Wait, didn't some of you guys make slides within Google Earth last time? Maybe that was the other class. Okay. So you guys are going to be putting everything into Google Earth this time around. All right. See, move on with the beautiful landforms there. So for each one of these 3, these are the things you are going to need. You're going to need a slide with the name of your landform and the type of plate boundary and the type of landform it is, right? Atlas Mountains. Cool. You covered 2 things right there. First 2, Atlas Mountains. You're also going to tell me what type of boundary it came from and how that worked, okay? And when I'm saying that, I want you to make sure that you have the actual names of the plates that were involved. Okay, the Nazca plate and the Pacific plate came together. Maybe the Nazca plate and the South American plate are interacting to create this landform. Be specific, okay? Remember that too much detail is what?
Is okay.
Too much detail is just enough. Too much detail is just enough. So be sure to be detailed with it. You're going to make sure you explain it in detail. 3 to 5 sentences, how it was formed. So go through the process of it. Go through the process of it, okay? Make sure that you don't use AI for this. This should be your own words. I will be checking, okay? I also want you guys to create a diagram, and you'll be able to put that in the slides, or alternatively, if you can find some sort of, or make your own YouTube short or some kind of short that I can see in there, right? I don't know, Instagram Reels, whatever you want to do. And if you want to put it in there, if you guys can figure out how to put a video in there, I'll be very impressed. But yeah, feel free to put that in there, okay? Tell it how it's made. You'll also need to label the map with the location of the landform. So mountain ranges are a large amount of space, right? They're not just in one specific place. They kind of cover an area. I'm going to show you guys how to do that, how to create a polygon and show what that area is, okay? You'll also need 2 geographic features. What do I mean by that? What do you think I mean by that? What do you think? 2 geographic features. I like rocks. Maybe really big rock, maybe big prominent rocks.
Things that stand out.
Things that stand out. right? Something that stands out about it. If it's a mountain range, maybe I might put, well, this is the tallest mountain in that mountain range. Maybe that mountain range, say I'm doing the Cascade Mountains up in Washington. Have y'all heard of the Cascades? They're way up near, kind of outside of Seattle. Have y'all ever heard of Mount St. Helens? Big volcano blew up, killed a bunch of people back in the 80s. I might, if I'm doing the Cascades, you think I should label Mount St. Helens as one of my 2 geographic features? Yeah, right? That'd be a good one to have. And maybe like Mount Rainier as well. Another big volcano. Okay? So think about some geographic features. Now, again, for your transform boundary, it being a fault line, is it gonna have a lot of prominent geographic features?
Not really.
Probably not. If it does have one, cool, then put one. For the transform boundary with it being a fault line, I'm kind of waiving that requirement, okay? Now, you'll also need, over the course of your different slides, you're gonna need 3 pictures of your landform, which that's easy to do, because I mean, you could have one on your intro slide, one on your diagram slide. Now remember, your diagram does not count as a picture.
Oh.
Nice try, Riley. Nice try. So 3 pictures. That's pretty easy to do in the meantime, okay? All right, questions? Pause this real quick. You had a question?
Yeah, why can't you see the sun on Google Earth and like the other planets, you can see the stars?
I don't know. I've always wondered that myself. So I want to show. That's a good segue, actually. I want you guys to go ahead and all of you guys get your computers out, because I want to walk through a couple things with you guys on Google Earth, and I want to show you guys how to create some slides and create polygons, since you guys already know how to make points and all that stuff. Also, Google Earth is way easier to use when you have a mouse. So if you have your own mouse, I definitely want you to bring it in. If you don't have your own mouse, then back here, and these I was loaned by Dr. Heath, so I need all of them back. But there are some mice here. So who here has their own mouse? Nobody? Okay, who here needs a mouse? Hey Malik, would you be down to pass out some of these, please? I need all of these back now, guys. There you go. And please be careful with these. Treat these with kindness. Because otherwise Dr. Heath will probably skin me alive.